Hello, 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 hello. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Faye and I'm grateful that you're here, truly. I started recording this video probably a few times already, and it's because I had set an intention to do a reading in order to understand the energies, the current energies that will take us into the month of September, and how we can better or best work with these energies in order to fully feel aligned and anchored in and just kind of live the best version of this month as possible. Kind of with the intention of having this new month being a new chapter, blank slate type of feeling. But that wasn't it. That's not what I do actually. Or this isn't the format of my readings, and I must stay true to the format of my reading, but there's still something there about so the word that came through was harvest and then abundance. So there's something around the energy of abundance, and something about authenticity is what keeps you in check with yourself, and obviously, but is what brings you the most abundance. But then with all these false starts, it feels as if, in my mind anyway, where I live, September truly is a month of abundance. There's tons of like fresh fruits and vegetables, and nature is still super lush and colorful and all of that. But there's something about you not necessarily believing that this month or this blank slate, if we take the original intention, will be any different than the past. As in, life is just life and you keep on doing you, and somehow you're content with your life, but you're also just not seeing any changes that are drastic or radical or anything that feels out of the ordinary for you. So when you hear something or someone like me here be like, oh yeah, remain authentic, and that's how you're gonna bring a lot of abundance into your life, you kind of roll your eyes at me here. Fair enough. And so that's what this message is about now. That's what I understood as all of these false starts, kind of, like stalling, and this energy of like shit's gonna happen anyway, and how about like just take every moment as it is, which is a totally valid way of going about your life, right? Just, yeah, living in the moment and being like, oh yeah, I just, I got my ways, I got my job, I got my family and my friends and all of that. And, you just keep on trotting, keep on, I don't know if that's a word, I meant like skipping along. But there is something here about how deep down you are wondering if there's something more. And you're like, even the way I'm shuffling the cards right now, it's a bit, maybe you want to give up. I don't know what it is that you want to give up, but maybe you want to give up. Yeah. All right, Spirit, should they give up? This collective? Wow, my shuffling, yep, today is like, don't give a damn. I don't give a damn. Wow, okay, I'm suddenly very angry. Whoa, all right, all right. Okay, so what is this? What is this? Okay, that was the cards, but okay, this one, thank you. We'll do 3. Let's see if that feels right. Wow, and that is the sacral chakra that just went to the floor, and just one card, but I don't want to like move from this chair. So I got 3 here, but sacral energy, kind of the seat of our feminine energy, our creative energy, our womb, where all possibilities lie. All right. Okay. First card. Second card. Third card. I've seen these cards before with readings with this collective, so this is nothing new. And what that tells me is that indeed there is certain frustrations around the fact that life is cyclical, but somehow it doesn't feel like it's cyclical in an evolving way. It's just like cyclical in a kind of being stuck way, or feeling stuck, but you're not necessarily stuck. I think what's coming through quite clearly here is that there is tension between your belief, like within your own belief system, when it comes to us human beings being multidimensional beings and being able to connect to all that is, and being connected to the source and or spirit, if you want to, however you want to call it, or just the universe. Maybe you relate more to calling it the universe. And you're kind of tired of this. You're kind of tired of going about your day being like, oh, there's more to this life, when each and every day, all you see around you is just people going about their lives and just, you know, going to the park and doing laundry and taking out the trash and doing their job, like going to work and working on their iPad or or computer, maybe. Like, do you do like design on an iPad? I don't know why that anyway. Maybe that's you. Maybe that's a confirmation for someone that this message clearly is for you, if you work on an iPad specifically. And so you're probably questioning all of this stuff about life being more and so on, and kind of tired of it, and kind of wanting to give up doing anything, kind of wanting to give up striving or just having a goal, and kind of, so it is this energy of giving up more than it is this energy of surrendering. But I feel like in your case, they're kind of close by, but it's more giving up because you're like, I've tried so much stuff in my life. I've tried to look for more, feel more, and you're just tired of this. You just want to celebrate life and experience life for what it is, for like simple, ordinary life, and just be a good person, not be an exceptional person. Just be a good person and be good to your coworkers and your neighbors. And you're like, why is this not enough? Because we're like constantly bombarded by new ideas and just all of these shoulds and all of that. And that's truly weighing on you. And that's causing a lot of frustration. And yeah. And so there is something here about this masculinity, this masculine aspect of yourself that just wants to provide for your needs in this life and not question anything else. Just, you know, you're peeling your potatoes, and you don't need to question anything. Like, you're not philosophizing as you do this, and then you're driving to go visit your mother in the next town. And so while you're driving, you're just driving, you're listening to music, but you're not like taking this time to contemplate anything, or you're just driving and you're just going to see, you just do life. And it feels very, so there is the sacral card, so it does feel a bit foreign to you, that concept of just do it. You just do life. You don't question anything. You got an appointment to go to the dentist, and so you go and you submit the claim to your insurance company, and that's it. Like you just do it. And I feel like maybe that is good. I was gonna say something with the sacral chakra card. So maybe you are a little bit more used to being in your artist vibes and yeah, connecting to past lives or connecting to just a bunch of beliefs that are connecting you to higher realms and connecting you to source in different ways, and you're tired of it. And so this energy feels very foreign to you, but it might be what's best for you at this time. Because if this is coming on so strongly, what it's telling me is that you need to release some sort of pressure, and yeah. And this card somehow feels out of line with the message that's been coming through. So we need to sit with this for a few moments. So I am feeling the weight being lifted a little bit. Flow starting to circulate again, to move through you. There's baking that's coming through. Not sure why. Maybe something about, you know, even like everything that has to do with special diets and watching what you eat, and or even alcohol consumption. I don't know what it is, but anything that's relating to how we enjoy life and the small pleasures and all of that, like, please just let go of any shame, any guilt, and what if there is something in this card, and see, what I'm feeling right now is the pressure of not knowing, the pressure of wanting to know. So accepting that it's okay not to know, accepting that it doesn't have to make sense. That however you choose to go about this blank slate of a month, let's take September for example, it doesn't have to mean anything, or it doesn't have to, it can be kind of a separate bubble. And I feel like there's something here about the fact that you've been afraid to let go or give up your good practices, or just you're like, oh, I gotta keep going, whatever it is that you're doing, I gotta keep going, so like it pays off. But if you stop and allow yourself to experience what it means to not do that, and to just forget about all of that for a little while, it doesn't mean that it's disconnected from the grand picture of your life. And maybe that can be good, actually. I remember one of my yoga teachers used to say, sometimes, you know, when there's advanced yogis who go to classes, who go to yoga every day, and they just they're super committed to their practice. I remember my teacher being like, you know what, maybe today your yoga is not doing yoga, you know. What is it how does it feel when you step aside, when you take a step back, how does it feel to suddenly not have anything? You know, you just do the basic stuff and you don't pressure yourself to meditate or go for a run or eat healthy. You just like indulge and not ask yourself questions. How does it feel? And maybe that will carry a lot of I don't know, that will bring it might be beneficial for you. I feel like pulling one more card. My lips are dry all of a sudden. I need a sip. This card. All right, Spirit. How can we tie this reading? Tie up this reading. Okay, here's what came through as I saw this card. I know this card very well, so I don't need to like observe it all that long. I can leave it there for you to take a good look at it, and maybe you get some messages from it. But anyway, all that to say, I don't necessarily always read the words or like pay attention to the words, but now maybe you've learned that life equaled making sacrifices, or being in a romantic relationship equaled making sacrifices, and all of that. So here, Spirit does want you to question that belief and ask yourself where it comes from, and is it still true, and like all of these questions. But then what came through really strongly as I just took a peek at this card was the beauty of being human, and just how magnificent life is, and how we don't want to let life like pass us by. And that goes for everything. And there are so many different ways to just like Sorry, there's a bird outside that sounds like a cat. And it's making me wonder if it's a cat that sounds like a bird. Anyway, I love it when these happen, because it also means that maybe I wasn't on the right track with this message. Like a distraction to just like shift the energy and not have to dig any deeper, actually. So yeah, life is beautiful. Life is truly beautiful. And what is it that you focus on when you walk about and just soak in life? What does that mean for you? And just do some people watching, and what is it that you notice? And I feel like a lot of the time, yeah, I should actually end the message here now, because I've said enough, and I feel like this message is complete. Please know that I don't necessarily read traditional tarot, but these all relate to major arcanas. So very telling about where you're at in your journey specifically, and maybe you want to experiment with like just a different, yeah, I really see it as a bubble. Maybe you allow yourself, you give yourself the space to experiment within like a bubble. You give yourself a month to do something and to just go about your life in a very specific way. And yeah, seriously, that bird cat, it has to be a bird, because a cat wouldn't. Would it be a cat like that's stuck somewhere? I'm fascinated. I don't want to like, okay. all right. It's okay. It's not a message. Not everything is a message. Not everything is a sign. Not everything needs to be a part of this reading right now. So that's part of it too. Yes. Okay. I always do that. I say the reading is done, and then there's always like a minute of me just like kind of like winding down. Like it's a fade out. I do a fade out at the end of my readings. Whew. Thank you for being here. Thank you for showing your support. Thank you. I truly appreciate it. It's been so fun to read your comments and to interact with you guys. And thank you for your donations, your likes, your subscriptions, all of this. And again, I am open for Reiki readings. So offering both distance Reiki and a reading to understand the energies that inhabit you at this moment. And so the link for this is down in the description box below, and it's a joy to be able to offer this, and I can't wait for more one-on-one sessions like this. So thank you. Happy month of September. Happy abundance. Happy harvest season. Happy just doing you. Happy, yeah, enjoy your life. All right, bye. See you soon. Bye.